Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims Info and Thoughts video. So this is for the newly announced Cottage Living expansion pack. Yep, we are continuing with these living titles, though maybe this will be the last of that series. I guess we'll see. But we got a new blog post to go over, and, well, I've got at least one tweet, but maybe more will come up as I'm making this video. So yeah, let's start off with the blog post. Breathe in the fresh countryside air with the new expansion pack. This one is a whole llama fun. We're over the moon because it's finally time to reveal the Sims 4 Cottage Living expansion pack. You're in for an utterly delightful experience in the small countryside town of Henford-on-Bagley, where animals and gardening are all the rage. The best news? This golden egg hatches on July 22nd. Join us as we go down the rabbit hole into all the legendary details ahead. There are some screenshots in this blog post, but I'll go over those in more detail a bit later in this video. So it's a quiet village. There's way more to this provincial life than you might expect. It's a small town, but the Sims who live here have plenty to flap their lips about. Oh wait, if it's a small town, is it gonna be like 10 or 11 lots? Oh no. They have a Henford heart-to-heart with the pub owners at the Gnome's Arms or the Sim running the grocery stall for some wild stories and gossip. If you're feeling brave, you might even approach the Crumple Bottoms' garden booth for some advice. Just remember, Agatha is the friendly one, Agnes is the grumpy one, but they both love crumpets. Oh, we are getting crumpets! That's funny. I made like a funny joke tweet the other day where I used a food mod from Lil Bobob that's crumpets. So yeah, I guess we're actually getting them after all. Sometimes the locals need a bit of help too. If you're up for it, running a few errands for them might yield some interesting presents. Oh, okay, so we did get that odd job system back in Island Living, so maybe we're finally going to get more of those. That'd be nice, because I don't know about you all, but I often forget the odd jobs thing even exists. Every week, the Finch Week Fair blows through the village, attracting all sorts of Sims. The mayor judges the rotating competition entries, from pies to vegetables to chickens, and the rest of the villagers love to join in. Yeah, sounds like a good old-fashioned country fair. I've definitely experienced those in real life. Do have a cow! Bart Simpson. Yes, that's right. Cows, llamas, chickens, bunnies, and foxes all live alongside Sims in this idyllic new world. Befriend wild rabbits, foxes, and birds for gifts and help in your garden, or focus your love and attention on the friends in the animal sheds and chicken coops at home. Or both. The more animals, the better. Sims with the animal enthusiast trait especially love taking care of critters. Yeah, that's interesting because we already have the likes cats and likes dogs traits, but I think it still makes sense to have this trait because then it's like this can be a lover of all animals and not just the specific ones. Your relationship with each animal impacts how they respond to you, and treats can help you gain their favor. Different animal treats and moods even produce different results. I hadn't actually read that sentence before this video, so that just naturally rolled off the tongue with those italics there. But okay, yeah, you have an actual relationship with your animals, that's good. Change the flavor of your cow's milk, the color of your llama's wool, or even the appearance of your chickens with specific goodies. You'll need to find some choco berries out in the wild, or add them to your grocery delivery order to get chocolate milk. Plant some roots, and some vegetables obviously, thanks to the new gardening patches. Yes, folks are overexcited for oversized crops. Fill plots with giant watermelons, aubergines, okay, so it's not eggplants, it's aubergines, pumpkins, mushrooms, and lettuce to really wow the neighbors. Yes, we are getting pumpkins after all that are updated. Get the kids out there with you and teach them how to care for those huge plants too. When they're fully grown, the veggies, not the kids, enter them into the Finchwick Fair, or just collect a good harvest for healthy meals. The Simple Living Lots Challenge makes cooking cheaper, but it also means recipes depend entirely on what you've got in your inventory. forage in the nearby woods for mushrooms and berries, borrow some milk and eggs from your animals, and keep your garden full. Missing something? Place an order with the local grocery shop and get all your ingredients delivered right to your doorstep. Don't forget to tip the delivery person. Speaking of cooking, bring the whole family together in the kitchen to make Yorkshire pudding, beef Wellington, or any of the other delicious dishes on the menu. It really does make the kitchen the heart of the home. Wow, kind of some Sims 2 vibes going on there, because yeah, you could order groceries to your doorstep, though I guess we're not getting the actual grocery store community lots that we had in The Sims 2 as well, so that's a little disappointing, but yeah, a lot challenge? I wonder why this isn't just like a toggle in the options menu, unless that actually is what it is. I think they'll just further explain that in maybe like a live stream or future blog post, but yeah, overall seems pretty interesting. If this is all music to your ears, that's great news. Even better, if you purchase the pack by September 2nd, you also get the bonus Gnome on the Go digital content seen above. Ride around town on the scenic commuting bicycle, decorate your garden with the Onward, the adventurous gnome sculpture, and brighten your yard with Bramblewood's delightful tree. Jeez, okay, they are really going heavy on the puns with this pack, aren't they? I mean, I like puns, but just pointing that out. Pre-order the Sims 4 Cottage Living expansion pack now to start playing immediately when it launches on July 22nd at 10 a.m. Pacific time for Mac, PC on Origin, and Steam, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X/S, and PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Don't hit the hay just yet either. Summer of Sims has a few more rabbits to pull out of its hat before Cottage Living arrives, so milk it for all it's worth. It feels a little ironic reading that, since people do criticize EA a lot for being money hungry and for saying that EA is milking the Sims cash cow, but yeah, there that is. So that's pretty much the end of the blog post. Now let's go over some images that were sent to me through the EA Game Changers program. So first up we have the box art here, which I think overall is pretty nice. It's funny having just like the family there, and the dad is getting attacked by chickens, the mom is, I find the expressions a little off there. Like, oh, a bird! And then, yeah, the daughter hugging a bunny, that's pretty cute as well. The cow in the background. So, yeah, not really too much to say about that, but I think it overall looks nice. Next we have this screenshot, and I can already see there is a new roof pattern and some new items to place on top of roofs as well. There's the chicken coop on the right-hand side, and hey, that looks like a pond tool on the left, and looks like it's even possible to swim in them since there is a child just getting in there. And I've actually been predicting that we might get a pond tool back alongside this, and looks like it's finally happening. And I guess we could place ducks too, which is also exactly what I wanted, though I do wish they had updated the meshes, because those look like the exact same low poly ones that have been just around as like distant decor in the base game worlds. But yeah, it looks like we can even place a log in there. And I saw Arnie Sims Plus, who's making that farmland mod, say, oh, maybe they'll update the oceans of older worlds with ocean swimming now, since maybe it's like, oh, we can swim in ponds, so it'll make things easier now. There's one thing that I'm disappointed in, though, because it looks like with the llamas and the cows, they have to go into a rabbit hole every once in a while, because there's those shacks on the left, and yeah, just pitch black in those doorways there, so that does not seem like a very good sign to me. I know in The Sims 3, the cows did have to go into a rabbit hole as well, but you could still see their heads poking out, at least. But this time I think they're just completely disappearing for a few hours. In the next screenshot, we have a girl hugging a llama, which is very cute. Then we have a little girl hugging a chicken, which I also find very cute. And there's a fox being like, oh, I want a free meal. And then there's a chick, a cow getting milked, which has a blanket over it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the girl and the toddler seem to have like the same hairstyle, which is good. and there's also a cart on the left side. Then there's a woman in the background who's talking to a bird Disney style, and a guy getting attacked by a chicken, kind of like what we saw near the end of the trailer, and two bunnies, or rabbits, I guess they're supposed to be called, that have clothes on them. Overall, I think this is my favorite screenshot out of all of them, and I love the fashion on display here, animals included. I'm interested in seeing how that will work. Then we got Cottagecore, the screenshot over here. There's some new recipes on that table. The one at the front reminds me of lasagna, but I don't think that's it. That doesn't seem like the right pack to include. It doesn't really go with the theme. But yeah, all the new food I think looks pretty nice, and canning is actually coming back. I think I'll actually have to put a lot of tweets in a separate video because Simguru Romeo's answering a lot of stuff. But yes, canning is coming, and it is going to be part of the cooking skill that we already have in base game. There's also the gardening patch in the background, which has some freaking huge aubergines, as well as a giant mushroom and some lettuce. I also really like the new door that's on the house on the left, and again, liking the clothes in general here. We also have this image, which is inside a house, and looks like we're getting another kitchen set. Because at the very least, the oven looks different, and those cabinets look different to me too. So they're giving us a lot of kitchen stuff lately. I thought a country kitchen kit would cancel this out, but no. So I guess it's not just to supplement this pack, where it's like, oh, we didn't put a kitchen in this expansion, but here you go, you already had one for a few months. And there's also a child that's helping out with the cooking there, so that's nice. And we have the sim that's hugging the bunny there, which is very, very cute. Glad we can do that. And we also have a sim that's doing some embroidering. I know some people wanted that to win because that was part of the vote when we were doing that last community vote for the stuff pack, but of course knitting won out, so good to know that we are getting both. Just like with paranormal stuff, we got a lot of stuff from that Happy Haunts theme that ended up being the runner-up, so yep, even though those things lost the vote, we're still getting things that people voted a lot for. There is also this screenshot from the blog post that shows the bonus items that you can get. So there's the bicycle, the statue, and the tree, and I think that's quite interesting with the door on the bottom there. I don't think that's a hint to fairies. I think this is a possibility for maybe rabbits to go into, just like the one that goes into that tree stump near the end of the trailer. Although I will be saving the Simguru Q&A for a separate video, I will include a couple of other tweets here. So the Sims tweeted, "This expansion pack was a whole lot of fun for all of us at The Sims. Thank you so much to Claire Siobhan, Hey Harry, Thomas TV, and Devin Bumpkin for building a bunch of amazing lots for Sims 4 Cottage Living. Learn more on the blog," which we already went through. But yeah, I wanted to highlight this since it does reveal which game changers built lots this time around. I had a strong feeling that Devin Bumpkin would be involved in either the game pack or the expansion pack, though of course the game pack didn't have a new world. But I do remember one of you tweeted me some months ago that in one of Devin Bumpkin's videos, he said that he's doing a secret project that's a dream come true for him. And to me, that absolutely sounded like, oh yeah, he's one of the next game changers to be working on pre-made lots. And the other three, I'm not too surprised either because they're all based out of the UK. Just makes a whole lot of sense. There's also this tweet from Simguru Frost. In case you missed it, and Sims lore, the postcards that were sent out from A&A Crumplebottom were written by Agatha Crumplebottom, not Agnes. Agatha is Agnes's cousin who lives in Henford-on-Bagley. You can see Agatha attending her garden stall in the background below. Huh, interesting that they've done that this way. And that wraps up another Sims Info and Thoughts video. So overall, I'm still feeling very excited about this expansion pack. So feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below what you think so far. And be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest gaming content, including life simulations and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!